I've never met a strong person with an easy past. You know what I mean by that is I've never met somebody who was mentally and maybe physically, but especially mentally strong that hasn't been through some hard times, hasn't been through easy times, has been through hard times, has been through challenges in their life. Everybody has to go through hard times, but there's people that have gone through it a lot worse, and you can always tell. You can always tell who's been through way more in life, depending on how they act, really, how they react to life, how they react to changes, how they react to difficulties, how they carry themselves, how they talk, how they speak, how they walk. There's so many things that you can just tell somebody's been through it more than another person, more than some other people that are maybe more immature. For example, like some people seem more mature. Seem more mature that you've been through it, and this is probably you. That's why you click on this video, is you probably been through it. You've probably been through a lot. You've probably been through a lot, and that's why you're more mature. That's why you're watching this video. That's why you're watching self-improvement videos, is because you've been through it. And you know, you've been through some hard times, but you're willing to go through those hard times. You're willing to be strong, and you're a strong person. You're an independent person that has a drive to be great. And that cannot be said for a lot of people. And that can be said for the people that have been through a lot. And you're one of those people. And so am I think, in my eyes. You know, I've been through a lot of things and a lot of challenges in my life, but it's made me who I am today. And the hard times, the path that you go down, the hard challenges in your life that you go through make you who you are today, make you stronger. You know, if you had an easy life, if your life was so easy, then you wouldn't be nearly as capable as you are today. You wouldn't be nearly as strong as you are today. You wouldn't be nearly as independent and driven as you are today if you weren't to go through those hard times, because hard times shape you. And, you know, in order to go through challenges, you know, it's hard, especially in the moment, to go through hard times, whether it be anything, whether it be dealing with loss, whether it be having to move out, whether it be anything, whether it be going through family issues, whether it be relationship issues, whatever it is, you know, whatever the hard times that you've been through are, you know, it shapes you, you know, along the way. And it makes you who you are exactly right now today. The things that happened in your past don't make you, but they help shape you. They help shape you into the strong person that you are today. They help you grow. They help you learn from your mistakes. They help you learn from the things that happened to you in your past, you know. And that's what the past is all about, is learning for the present and then, you know, succeeding in the future. But you have to realize you can't reminisce on the bad things that's happened to you either. You can't reminisce on the bad things that have happened in your life, because it's the past, you know. And no matter what the mistakes that you made in the past, no matter the hard times that you went through, no matter what has happened to you, happened for you, really, but no matter what has happened for you, you know, you have to realize that it's in the past, and today is the present, and that's why they call it the present, because it's a gift. And the future is the future. You don't even know if tomorrow's promised. Tomorrow's not promised, you know. But you have to rely on the present right now. You have to realize that your past, you know, it helps shape you, but it doesn't actually make you. And your past isn't you. Your past mistakes aren't you now. You know, your old mistakes aren't you, though. You know, your old mistakes aren't you. They are the opposite, because you've learned from your last mistakes. You've learned from your past mistakes. You've learned from the things that you've done wrong in the past, and you are no longer that person. And that's really something that I, you know, can relate to. I am not the mistakes that I made in the past. I am the opposite of that. I am so much better than I was in the past, you know, and that's something I could be proud about. That's something I could be proud of. But yeah, and I know, you know, life's up and down. I know, you know, life's a roller coaster. I know, you know, that there's good and there's bad. With bad there's good, with good there's bad, right? But the bad shapes you. It helps you become the person that you are today. And I know you've been through a lot. I know you've been struggling lately, and I know it's been hard. But I promise you, you're gonna be okay. And I promise you, you've been through so much already that there's nothing now that can break you. There's nothing now that can tear you down, that can make you give up, no matter what it is, because you've been through it already. And you're gonna continue to go through bad times, and you're gonna continue to go through good times. But you have to go through bad times in order to get to those good times, in order to thrive in those good times, in order to create those good times, because hard times create strong people. Because hard times create strong people. You know, you have to be willing to go through the hard times in order to get to those good times, and you will. And that's what makes you strong. You know, hard times create strong soldiers. You know, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers, and that's so true, because you have to go through the hard times in order to make you into that beast that you are today. Because I guarantee you, if you didn't go through any challenges in your life, you would not be watching this video. You would not be out here doing the things that you do every day. You wouldn't be going to the gym. You wouldn't be watching self-improvement videos in the first place if you haven't gone through hard times, because we all have. But there's some people that have it too way easy, and they, you know, you can tell how immature they are. You can tell how less caring they are, and you can tell how less passionate they are about their life. And that is not you. You are so much more passionate than a lot of other people out here, and you can just tell that you've had it hard. And I know it's hard, but I promise you, you're gonna be okay. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, because it isn't easy going through what you've gone through. I know it's been a lot, but that's what makes you into that strong ass person that you are today. You know, and it's a blessing. You have to look at it as a blessing, because hard times, difficult times don't seem like blessings in the moment, but as later on, as you go on later on in life, you realize that they were blessings for sure, because you realize, damn, I can look back at that and I can realize what I learned from that, and I can take from that, and now that's who I am today. That's a part of me today. I learned to be more mature in relationships because I failed in a relationship before. I learned that, and now that's a part of me that I've been better. That's a part of me that's better today. I've learned to be more emotionally mature today, instead of being, less in control of my emotions before, because of my toxic habits that I used to be. And I'm still not perfect, but that's just an example. Like anything that you go through in the past, any hard times that you go through in the past, can relate to your present self, can relate to you today. It can make you realize that you have grown, and you look back at it and you don't make the same mistakes again. And that's with anything. And maybe you do make the same mistakes, but that's okay, because you're not going to make those mistakes forever. But it's up to you to change that, right? It's up for you to learn for that. The past and those hard times are learning opportunities. Hard times, hard challenges are learning opportunities, and you need to realize that. And I know you know that, but just learn from them. Anytime a hard time happens, and I know it's hard, I'm not saying don't grieve. I'm not saying don't let yourself feel those emotions. I'm just saying later on down the life, realize that those things happen to you for a reason, and you just have to take what you can from those things and learn from them. That's the biggest thing, is just learning from life, because that's what you should be doing. You can't be perfect, but you have to learn from life. Anyways, hard times create strong people, and you're a strong person, and that's why your path doesn't necessarily shape you, but it does help, and it does make you, that strong person that you are today. And you went through it for a reason, and that's why you're so strong today. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day today. You are the best. I love y'all. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay true, stay you. And as always, what I'm going to do is going to go enjoy this beautiful day. And also, see you in the next video. Peace.